Smokey Robinson is caught up in some allegations. Um, Make a long story short, trying to sum this up. Four of his ex-housekeepers, I guess, came forth. They're filing a $50 million lawsuit against Smokey Robinson and his wife for um, um, sexual abuse. No, I can't. I don't know. I can't use that other word in here. Sexual abuse. Um, some workers type stuff. Because it's his help. It's the maids and stuff that's following this. Um, they wasn't paying them good. Verbal abuse from the wife. Um, was making them some employee type stuff, and they're claiming that Smokey Robinson violated them. One or two of them is claiming that Smokey Robinson violated them, and they worked for them. One worked from 2012 to 2024. Um, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh no, not Smokey. You know, Smokey is a legend. I mean, Smokey is a legend. Mostly baby boomers and Gen X, and maybe a little bit before that, that our generation know um, about Smokey. He's had a pretty expansive career. They say he wrote over 4,000 songs. But he's a singer slash songwriter, um, a legend. He's considered a legend. He's considered one of our legends, and here he's facing these allegations. So I don't know if this is a money grab or I don't like to. I'm not a person. I'm not quick to. I'm not the type of person that is quick to accuse women of lying because I know I'm a woman myself, and I know that you know um I know if I said some if I would I know that I wouldn't lie about something like that, and I know most women will not lie about things like that. Um, but I do have to question if they're doing these things to you. Why would you work for him so long? I mean, that's the question that popped in my mind. Like, why would you work for him so long if he's doing these things to you? You know, why not quit? Um, I don't know. Sometimes people need their job, and they said that they wasn't citizens. Maybe they wasn't all the way legal. Maybe, and you know, I don't know. Um, they really needed the money. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. If somebody's doing that, if your employer is abusing you, I know if I'm on a job and I'm being abused by my employer, I don't think that I would stick around very long. I think I would be out of there, and I would file charges. Not only would I leave, I would file charges against that employer because I've hopped a lot of jobs. I've had a lot of jobs, so yeah, I'm the type of person. If I get to my into my rope, I'm out of there. So I don't understand why they would stay on the job this long and endure that abuse over and over. So a lot of people are asking that question, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a money grab? They're suing him for $50 million. I looked up his net worth. He's worth $150 million. So he got money. Smokey got some money. I love looking up celebrities' net worth. I don't know. I just get a kick out of that. Rich people, not just celebrities, but rich folks. I like to look up rich people's net worth. But when net worth is, it's not just the money. That's not just the money that they have in the bank. It's their house and their assets is included in that. So it's not just the money that they have in the bank, but it's their house and their assets is thrown in there too. So however much their houses are worth, their cars, all their assets are thrown in there, plus the money that they have in the bank. So that's how they determine someone's net worth. So I get a kick out of looking up rich folks' net worth. I don't know. I'll be Googling. But anyway, it said his net worth was $150 million. And they're trying to sue him for $50 million. You know, folks, like I said in my other video, we got to stop idolizing folks. We got to stop idolizing these famous folks and pastors and putting them up on a pedestal. Can't idolize these people, you know. And I don't know. I know he came out with a record called Gasms. And it's a video on him just really getting it on stage. It cracks me up every time. He really, because he's 80, Smokey Robinson is 85 years old, and there's a video surfacing on Facebook of him just shaking it up on stage. He just, I was like, go get it, Smokey. But if these allegations are true, he's in a lot of hot water. He's in a lot of trouble. He hasn't spoken on it. He said, I think he's on tour right now or something, but he said he can't speak on it right now, so he hasn't spoken on it right now. But my question is, like, why would they come forth now? Is it a money grab? Is it a money grab, or did he really do? Because they say his wife was abusive too. As far as her speech to them, she was talking to them any kind of way and stuff like that. And if you an employer, you don't treat your employees like that. You don't treat your employees like that. They ought to know better. And I'm not going to go into deep details of what the other one said, but they said that he violated her. It's a couple of them that said they were violated by him on several occasions. Yeah. So y'all know, just read the articles. They're out there. But yeah, they say he did some things. So, but you know, a lot of those men, those celebrities and stuff, when they get a lot of money and status and all that, a lot of that stuff happens. A lot of that stuff has happened, and a lot of times women just didn't, you know, they were threatening women, or women just didn't come forth. And now we're in the Me Too movement. We're in the Me Too movement, and women are getting more courage to come forth about these things, you know. So if he did do it, in fact do this, then he needs to be held accountable. But why not file criminal charges? I would think if somebody did something like that to me, I'm not saying they shouldn't file a civil suit, but why not press for criminal charges? You know, if he violated you, then you should be pressing for criminal charges. Why just a civil suit? I don't think the statutes of limitations wear out on rape, does it? Why just a civil suit and not file a criminal suit? So that comes into question too. If somebody did something like that to me, you know, I'm going to want to pursue criminal charges. You know, I might do a civil suit too, but I'm going to pursue those criminal charges. I'm going to want you prosecuted. Yeah, if somebody did something like that to me, and I decide to come forth with it. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Hit me up in the comment section if you think that Smokey Robinson and his wife are guilty of this. Did they really do these things? Or do you think it's a money grab? Do you think it's a money grab, or why? You know, what questions? Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what questions do you guys have about this. You think Smokey Robinson could? I don't know. Could be. I will say this, men, y'all better keep your hands off of women. Keep your hands off of women. Stop thinking that it's okay to take advantage of women. Keep your hands off of women. Stop touching women. Do not touch a woman unless you are invited to touch her. Unless she gives you your full consent to touch her, you are not to put your hands on her. And these men gonna learn today. Stop putting your hands on these women. Stop putting your hands on these women. And stop doing things to these women and thinking that you can get away with it. Because I'm sick of hearing these cases. Stop it. I don't care how much money, how much fame you got. Stop. Keep your hands off of these women. Stop putting your hands on these women. Leave women alone. Unless they say you can do something to them. And nowadays, a rich and famous man better get a contract. Nowadays, they need to get that stuff in writing. They need to, yeah, make her sign some type of contract and say that she consent to it. Because, yeah, the way they getting sued left and right. But he didn't have no business. He's supposed to be a married man. He didn't have no business doing that. Even consensual, he ain't got no business doing it. He's supposed to be a married man. So men gonna learn today. Then more and more men are being exposed. It doesn't matter how much fame and money you have. You need to keep your hands off of these women. Stop taking advantage of these women and thinking that you're going to get away with it. Because what's in the dark is always going to come to light. But hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what you guys think. All right, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later.